Just before the final of the 2025 UEFA Women's Euro came to a close in Switzerland, a scene off the pitch drew plenty of attention. At the England vs Spain match, both countries' princesses were in attendance and even posed for a photo together afterward. Princess Charlotte of the United Kingdom watched the entire match alongside her father, Prince William, and the two later shared a message on social media celebrating England's victory in this year's tournament. Spain's Princess Leonor and Infanta Sofía, meanwhile, greeted the Spanish women's national team players. During the post-match greetings, the interaction between the Spanish princesses and Charlotte became a talking point among many online. Everyone has watched these young girls grow up. Charlotte already carries herself like a big girl, while 19-year-old Leonor and 18-year-old Sofía have long since begun representing the Spanish royal family at public events. Moreover, as Spain's future queen, Leonor has just completed the naval phase of her military training as commander of Spain's three armed forces, making her a central figure of attention today. Public interest and expectations for her have risen to an even higher level. Back in March 2023, the Spanish royal family announced that Princess Leonor would undergo 3 years of military training. Spain's Minister of Defense stated that, as in all parliamentary monarchies, the heir must have a military background and career. This meant that Leonor, who was only 17 at the time, would successively train with the Army, Navy, and Air Force until eventually ascending the throne as Queen of Spain and becoming the Supreme Commander. In August last year, Leonor completed the Army phase of her training, leaving many impressed by the composure she displayed at the time. She then entered the Naval Academy to begin the second stage of her training. Footage showed her climbing a mast several dozen meters high with her bare hands, moving skillfully with a determined look in her eyes, winning widespread admiration and praise from the public. After completing the naval training phase, Leonor embarked on a long voyage earlier this year. She was to leave Spain for at least 5 months at sea, crossing 2 oceans and visiting 10 ports across 8 countries in the Americas. Before her departure, her father, King Felipe, shared a message, hoping the future queen would cherish the experience. "My dear Leonor, just as your grandfather and I went through, this journey will become one of the most treasured memories of your military training. The ports you will visit were once deeply influenced by Spain, and they will give you great insight into both our past and our present. This cultural and maritime experience will be of lifelong value to you, just as it has been for me." On the day Leonor set off, her mother, Queen Letizia, was moved to tears. Perhaps unable to let go entirely, she even flew out in May to see her daughter after the naval ship had visited Peru, Chile, Brazil, and Uruguay and arrived in Panama. Video footage captured the emotional reunion as Leonor ran across the port to greet her mother. Queen Letizia held her daughter tightly, embracing her with such force that Leonor had to remove her hat. Afterwards, Leonor continued her journey, stopping in Colombia and the Dominican Republic, before finally reaching New York to conclude the voyage.